is Rod with PAPS. We're on our way out to the Haunting in Scottsdale home. We got a call from the owner. He asked us to come out and verify the things that were found on Ghost Adventures. This will be our own plan, our own investigation, and we'll see what we find out. And of course, we'll share this stuff with everybody like we always do. Wish us luck. Thank you.
So, what would you,
What happens down here? What happens down here?
Okay, so down here, one of the things that the show talked about was me and the first initial paranormal team that came down here. We actually had a couch facing this way. We were kind of making this into a little area, and both of us had this feeling that we wanted to kind of go step back in that area for some reason, which is underneath the master bedroom, which is key later on. And so we both walked past here, and we came to this area here, and both of us just kind of like, now this is where the show kind of had it a little different. They kind of did, you see that part where they had the green eyes, where I looked over and the eyes were green? Yeah. That was real, but it wasn't the storyline. We came over here and we kind of had this it's kind of embarrassing to say, but a very, kind of like we looked at each other like, wow, kind of a little primal feeling. We joked about it for a quick second. And then we came back upstairs, and the other team was watching their cameras, and so we both didn't want to say anything about what we kind of felt. We wanted to see if they saw anything about 5 minutes earlier. And so around the time that we had that feeling, there was about 10 orbs that they saw kind of following us around and followed us out. But what I find it interesting is that it's directly underneath the master bedroom, which is where most of the stuff that initiated all this happened.
Okay. Have you ever felt those feelings in this room any other time other than that one?
Well, this might sound dumb, but
In this room any other time other than that one?
well, this might sound dumb, but I haven't really had any other women down here.
No, I'm just making sure Jamie comes with me next time.
But I mean, it was just that's part of the things I need to mention about the house, and I say this in the tours, is for being such a small house. There's really 3 different emotions that and now I'm not like you guys, I don't have your history or expertise or anything like this, but what I could tell you is whatever you're feeling, it kind of feels amplified. I've knocked out the light, so sorry.
See, Laura, she's an investigator. She's got a flashlight, but the rest of them are in the dark.
It's not that dark out yet. What's this night we want in?
Yeah, there's a nice breeze up here, huh?
Yeah.
Who did that? Yeah. Is that what you heard?
I heard her say yeah.
Yeah, there's a nice breeze up here, huh?
Yeah.
Who did that? Yeah. Is that what you heard?
I heard her say yeah.
Did you go yeah? Who was that?
I said yes.
Yeah. I was behind her, so I heard that.
We just couldn't get settled. I think it was about July. We had a leak up at there on that side from the storms. I went up there and I put a tarp up, and I had a whole bunch of rocks up there, boulders. You see the ones out front there when we were doing some of the work. She has a great video. I don't know if you still have it. I have it on my old phone, but she sends me this video, and the video has what sounds like, I still have it. I have it on my old phone, but she sends me this video, and the video has what sounds like.
Who just said that?
I heard that.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Who just said that?
Was it one of you guys?
No.
To the left, right? Over there?
It was very clear on this thing. It was loud.
Very loud.
What
Yeah.
they said. Very loud. I don't know. I couldn't understand it.
I thought
It was
Drew.
multiple-
It
no,
kind of looked at Drew.
No, I looked at Ryan, but I heard
It was multiple words,
Yeah?
Yeah.
but I don't know if this to my left. I picked up on this really.
I heard my left.
You guys all heard?
I heard
Oh,
the
yeah.
left. That's why I looked
Did
at
say
you.
anything?
Did you hear anything? That was very
That'll
loud.
be on that then.
Yeah.
That's why I looked at you. Mark that.
Interesting.
Can I say something about
Yes.
this?
It was a male.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a male voice.
Yeah.
which makes sense.
The first thing that, well, I don't know if you want to talk about that or not, but the video I got, I was here by myself one day, and it sounded like somebody was literally standing on the roof and like dropping a rock, dropping a rock, dropping a rock. And I'm like, what in the world is that? So I just took, video to get the sound, and I sent it to him, and then he sent it to the guy that used to own the house, and like, haha, you didn't tell us there were ghosts here, kind of like joking around.
We actually jokingly sent a picture of a haunted house and said you forgot this on Zillow. So it was kind of like a joke between us because, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. And then you came home that night, you went up on the roof, and there's nothing up there but the air conditioner. So you put the tarp down afterwards.
No, the tarp was up there with the stones. But I went up there and those were big enough stones, none of them moved. Do you get what I mean? And so I actually took a picture of it. And so that's what made me think that it was rolling around, whatever was rolling around up there. But they were actually exactly where I put them before. And the winds out here are crazy, but to move those, you would see the tarp blown up or whatever it was. So we thought it was kind of funny, sent it over to them, and it was the beginning of the joke. Chris is right, I did forgot to mention something major, but 2 days before we closed on the house, the owner allowed us to do some work, and I was changing that light downstairs. Was very embarrassed to say this at the time because I figured no one would believe me, but I was a fireman for a long time, and we are good with ladders. And I literally felt when I was up there like I was pushed, and I broke my arm. I have 2 plates, and
You fell off the roof.
yes, and Chris, not off the roof, no, on the side where this light is that we turned on.
Okay, when you're up on the ladder there.
And now Chris will tell you, both of us were EMTs, firefighters, or paramedics, and I'm usually actually very good with stuff like that, but she will tell you, when that happened, at first of all, I never broke anything, so I was holding it, and I was like, pissed. But I was really, like, I felt like something pushed me. So there was a mixture of like, what the blank happened. Do you know what I mean? And then I'm sitting there seeing my arm deformed. And then not only that, but that was the one time we found out that it's a 30-minute response time for rural metro fire out here. So anyways, I'm sorry, I messed up the timeline, but it was the broken arm and then that. Now in August.
What was that?
Now in August.
What was that? You guys heard? That was loud.
I heard that.
That sounded female.
It sounded like a growl.
That's what I thought. I thought it was a
It was
dog.
like a growl. Like a
That sounded
dog.
good.
Is your dog here?
No.
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't
No,
hear
he's
it.
outside.
In fact, in the meantime,
It sounded like a
maybe
voice.
turn the air off.
Now, there are
Yeah, she
coyotes and things
We're very
outside.
used to like the normalcies of air conditioning
Okay.
running and stuff
Backing
like
up
that.
across the street, so that could be a maybe you started up this pickup.
I don't know.
Could be. Yeah.
So here's where it gets a little crazy.
It was something.
So in
So that could be a maybe you started up this pickup.
I don't know.
Could be. Yeah.
so here's where it gets a little crazy.
It was something.
So in August. I was sleeping, Chris was in bed, and at about 3:30 in the morning, I always usually sleep on my stomach, and I felt this, the only way I could feel it was like something enveloping underneath the bed and then over myself, and I literally felt like I was like held down by the back of my neck and held down. Now, I was raised Christian. I was raised that, God's name is above anything else, and if you use his name, and I could not put together his name, verbally or mentally say it, for about 30 minutes, what it felt like, okay? I can't tell you whether it was 30 minutes, but that's what it kind of felt like. That was,
To you or me?
no, that was not anything. So when I finally was able to say it, it stopped. I got up and I walked, and I literally got to the part where the entrance of the bathroom door is. And, oh, I'm sorry, I went over by Chris's, and she got up, and I was like, what the hell, you know? I told her, started to tell her what happened. We were over now at this point by the door, and I could literally feel like I was frozen, like the hair was standing on my arms. I felt cold as heck, and I literally felt like something went through me. Do you remember that?
Yeah, because I told you, you came in, you told me what happened, and I said, and you're like, do you mind if I just stay in here the rest of the night? And I said, yeah. I said, did you shut your door? I don't want whatever was in there.
Yeah.
And so he came back out to shut the door. Yeah,
Oh, that
and
was
then,
it. Okay,
and then
yeah.
you were walking, I was standing here, and you were walking back, and
Yeah.
you were just like
Yeah, it
kinda
just
like
literally
stopped.
felt, it stopped me in my tracks. And guys, like, you know, the way that I was raised and everything else, we were raised to believe, like, you know, demons mess around and there's really no ghosts. I was born and raised a Jehovah's Witness, and I'm not one anymore, but I still have some of those back end theologies that they have. So it was very hard for me to believe that any of this stuff was at first real, you know? And so, yes, I was a little wimp, and I was like, I'm staying there. So, yes, that was the first tour I've told that to anybody. So, thank you.
You said it was 20 or 30 minutes. Were you held down for 20
I
or 30
felt like
minutes?
that, yes, sir.
So
That's
you were
what
in
it
your
felt.
bed for 20 or 30 minutes before you could get out to even...
Yes,
And only after you said the name.
yes, when I finally was able to. And so, now, granted, I can't say whether it was 30 minutes at all or not.
Yeah.
I remember
It
what it
just
was
seems
like
like
looking
it's
at the
like-
clock, do you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
stuff. But, so, I want to say it was a few days later. She used to get up for work at about 4 o'clock in the morning, and she would shut my door. But right about 4:30 or so, I remember waking up to the smell of something like tuna. She used to get up for work at about 4 o'clock in the morning, and she would shut my door. But right about 4:30 or so, I remember waking up to the smell of something like tuna fish, like a bad tuna fish, like somebody was literally filleting a fish right here. And now once in a while she grabs these like chicken of the sea things for her lunch or whatever it is. So halfway through the day, I text her and I was like, hey, did you by any chance cook anything this morning? You know, and she was like, no. And I said, you know, she said, I told her what it smelled like. And we were like, oh, that's crazy. And then she looked it up online, and I was looking it up online. And so for a few weeks after that, I got to admit, we kept watching the show. And she was joking. She was like, boy, I'd be so interested to see what they ever find here, you know. Saturday night, I went to dinner with a buddy of mine. I was driving up 136 at 10:30 at night. I remember looking at the clock. It was right about 10:30 is when I actually got to that area I told you where the curve was. There was a young woman in a gray hoodie that was walking.
Now this was September, so
Yes,
it's
yes.
not like it was cold.
No, but it was September on a Saturday, the day after they did their investigation.
The beginning of September.
And so she was just walking, and I pulled up. My headlights were very bright. I had one of those Euro light, like, you know, you can't miss them. And I rolled down my window, and I said, you know, are you okay? And she, very sweet, very nice, said, yeah, I'm fine, thank you, and a little smile, and just turned forward and kept walking.
This way.
Yes, we kept coming this way. And so when I came up here, as I stated earlier, I parked my car facing the desert, and you could, you know, it's higher up, so you can, I literally lit up the whole area there. I opened up both of my garage doors. I'm taking my time to bring in my other pickup truck, which is around the corner. I've walked that walk with my dog before. It took me like 10 minutes. I was literally out there for about 25 minutes.
10 minutes down to where the curve is.
Still a little bit north of the curve.
Okay.
I'm about like 300 feet or so. I just came out of it, you know? And the only house that's there is the neighbor's house, and then our house. And so nothing, I came upstairs and I even told her, I think I kind of woke her up. I was like, you never believe it. I saw some girl walking down there at 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 at night, you know? And I grabbed Coda and I took him out because he wanted to go out. So I wanted to do one last little thing, and I had that garage door open. He was doing his duty, and Now it could be very easily debunked because we have a lot of things out here, but right outside across the street we heard this growl. And the only way I could describe it, and I feel so stupid sometimes still talking about this, but it sounded like a demon dog. Because my dog even perked up, stopped mid-crap, and now he was about
He would
6,
have
8
been
months.
5, 6 months. Yeah.
He bolted to that stairs and just ran up the stairs. I was like, wow, that's a great
He's part
protective
German
dog.
Shepherd,
I was like, that's great protective dog. But it was enough that actually made me a little like freaked out that I actually ran back, shut the door, and we went back upstairs. And I was like, wow, that's weird. But we were also new out here, so even though I've lived in the desert,
Right.
I didn't know, you know. Anyways, I'm getting up to the point where,
Can I ask you one thing real quick?
Yeah.
Was there a shadow from the girl when you hit the headlights on her?
no, all I saw literally was
Solid?
solid. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All I can tell you I remember is a very solid, I remember the gray hoodie, big time, and jeans, and I thought it was very odd that there was no backpack, there was no purse, there was no nothing. I forgot to tell you, but one of the gals I'm getting to know now, she fell asleep in that room and she
Right.
felt held down. And that was just 3 weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago. She said it was the scariest feeling she ever had in her life.
I almost felt like we had 3 people walking. I was listening to footsteps. It sounded like we had more than just you and me going. Okay.
So,
Is there somebody here with me right now? Come to the sound of my voice. Who's here with us right now? Sound of my voice. Meaning no harm. We're just here to talk to you. Is there a male or female here with us right now? Give me a sign. Can you throw something? Throw a stone if I'm talking to a male.
we have a car coming.
Gotcha.
Go figure, right?
Can you throw something if I'm talking to a female? Couldn't crank it up. So we're at the echo box. You see it?
Yeah. Yeah, you want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, here.
There you go.
I don't know why it won't. I can't get it
That
to
was
go
a
in.
that was a girl's voice. You see it?
Yeah. Yeah, you want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, here.
There you go.
I don't know why it won't. I can't get it
That
to
was
go
a
in.
that was a girl's voice.
Acting weird, it won't go on to.
Oh. Hello? Did I just hear somebody? Oh. Hello? Did I just hear somebody? Hello? You trying to talk through Todd's echo box? You can do that. Yeah, it did sound like your name twice.
But I mean, think about this dark at 10:30 at night. No flashlight. You know?
See, I can, even with this, with the night vision, I can see just barely to your face. It's dark out here.
Yeah. I mean, so to give you a little background, the house behind me
Okay.
is a ranch. They have ranch hands there, but they're mostly male. There's a few females, but I know all of them. This girl did not work there. Mostly everybody here around that time period, it's seasonal. You know what I mean? They
Gotcha.
all come back about November.
Try my thing here real quick. Let me see something here. Hello? Is there anybody out here? Come on out. Is there a female out here? Maybe a lost, maybe need some help? Can you come out here? Is there a female out here? Maybe a lost, maybe need some help? Can you come out here? Don't be afraid, we're all friends. We're not here to harm you, we're just here to talk to you. No?
We thought we heard you speaking a little bit ago. Are you trying to say something to us? If you can, talk as loud as you can, please. We cannot hear you, we cannot see you. All the help you can give us, we really appreciate. Yell as loud as you can. My name's Jamie. I'm surrounded by a bunch of good friends of mine in here. We just want to know who you are and your story. What's that?
Somebody's stomach? Is that yours?
That's what I thought.
Sounded like it was out here. I don't think it was my stomach. Although I'm surrounded by a bunch of good friends of mine in here. We just want to know who you are and your story. What's that?
Somebody's stomach? Is that yours?
That's what I thought.
Sounded like it was out here. I don't think it was my stomach. Although my stomach doesn't like to talk. Hello?
The lights off in there?
I thought for sure that was somebody's stomach.
That's what it sounded
sounds
like to
bad.
me. But
I mean, it kind of did, but you could kind
You
of
didn't
feel
feel
it. Yeah, that's weird. And it sounded like it was to my right.
Yeah, sounded to my
I'm
right
saying
as
one of
well.
us-
Not down below. It's like to
Wasn't
the right.
mine. I'll claim it.
Yeah.
Pen doesn't come up very often either.
Oh, that's what came out, like PEN?
PEN, yeah. Annie, not Annie, but Annie. Like, don't give me Annie lip.
Oh, A-N-Y.
Not Annie, like a little orphan Annie, not like that.
Hello? Is anybody here? That was something.
Mark that. Sounds like that Hayden or Caitlin or Carrier, normal word. Hello? Are you here with us?
I'm getting complete chills over here.
You getting what?
Complete chills. Like all my hair is pointed up.
Oops, sorry, Drew.
Are you in here with us?
Where are your head?
What's your name?
On my arms and chest.
Can you come through
one at a time. It's really hard for us to hear you. What is your name?
Color on the obvious.
How old are you? I heard your voice earlier. Can you tell me your name?
Paul?
Jeremy.
Jeremy. What is that?
How old are you? Why are you here?
They're outside.
Shit. Shit. Like that.
What was that?
Purple. Shit. Like that.
What was that?
Purple. Did you say they're outside?
They're out there robbing.
Bald. Why you didn't?
What's that?
Bald.
Which wall did you see it from? It was right here. Right here.
What'd you guys get?
With the words bald.
The word?
I saw like a Night of the Living Dead bald guy pop his head up while you were talking to him over there.
Oh, you saw somebody.
From here?
Yes, I'm not lying.
From down there?
Yeah, I'm like, well, that's weird because there's like.
Oh, hold on. Where were you sitting? Where were you standing at?
I was standing over here facing this direction.
And it came over like if it was over this
Yeah,
little
just
wall?
like that.
Right over this little wall.
Bald.
And you said you saw a bald-headed guy almost.
Yes, it was like.
You okay?
Yeah.
One side, it's a lot cooler.
It creeped me.
Wow, that is insane.
Like that.
Right over this little wall.
Bald.
And you said you saw a bald-headed guy almost.
Yes, it was like.
You okay?
Yeah.
One side, it's a lot cooler.
It creeped me.
Wow, that is insane.
Yeah.
What's up? 7.
What happened?
They got the number 7 also.
Oh, really? We got 7 on the Ovilus.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
What's that noise?
That for the incubus. That for the incubus. Oh, wait.
That's
Alright. I'm trying to get it done in 2 minutes. I can't see. When I put on these headphones, hold on. And this blindfold, I can't see or hear you.
There we go. That's what I want.
So, my mom's gonna ask some questions, and hopefully you can speak to me, and I'll be able to answer them without hearing what she's asking.
Spout.
So that way we know it won't be biased or, you know.
That's too loud. This is called Estes method.
Rigged.
Rigged. We're all rigged up.
questions, and hopefully you can speak to me and I'll be able to answer them without hearing what she's asking.
Spout.
So that way we know it won't be biased or, you know,
That's too loud. This is called SD's method.
rigged.
Rigged. We're all rigged up. Okay, my flashlight. Sorry, Becky.
You're fine.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give her a couple minutes to adjust. Oh, so wet. People walking down. Okay, there's lots of stories going on about you. Are you a male or a female? Because I
Heavy
heard a female. I've heard the word heavy many times now.
music
Tonight.
station.
Heavy. Is the air heavy? What's heavy? It feels heavy in here. It's so hot. Because I
Heavy
heard a female. I've heard the word heavy many times now.
music
Tonight.
station.
Heavy. Is the air heavy? What's heavy? It feels heavy in here. It's so hot. Why do you stay here? Are you attracted to this land? Is it
Dirt.
something in the dirt, in the soil? Were you Native American? Did you live here for a long, long time ago? Or way before that? Do you know why you're here? We know that you're here. We've got lots of evidence. Others have evidence.
Confession.
Can you tell us your story?
Need.
What do you need? Tell Jackie what you need. You can talk into that box right there and she can hear you. What do you need?
You're nice.
There's a noise over there. Was that you making that noise? Are you nice? Or are you unhappy, angry? Do you like it when
Prison.
this is your prison? Do you like it when people come talk to you? Or do you wish they'd go away?
Look it.
What am I looking at?
Name.
I'm Angela. What's your name? We have Becky and Jackie. What's your name? Can you make that loud noise again? Okay, we're going to turn the radio off in a minute. Is there anything else you want
Gods.
to tell us? Anything else? I keep hearing thumping over there. Do you hear that, Becky?
I think it's them walking around.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hi. You weren't being paid attention to. You like attention, huh?
Bald.
Bald? Oh my gosh. I was telling Laura that I saw a bald man peek his head up over the railing while Laura was talking to Todd. Oh boy. Bald guy, what's your name?
Swear I heard bald again.
She can't hear what I'm saying either, Becky. Bald. What is your name? We know you're bald. I saw that.
Wow.
So you're kind of nasty, aren't you?
Pretty strong energy around this one too.
For the word, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of words coming up that hardly ever come up.
And there's strong
I don't
energy
remember
ones.
a yell ever coming up. What do you want me to yell about? Are you trying to yell to us? What's that?
What was that?
Somebody's outside with a flashlight.
Whoa. What's up, Rock?
Hey, coffee, relax it, Drew. Sorry, guys. I just want to put this in here real quick in my box.
You walk in
It's
so
locked in the
serious.
corner.
Sorry about that. Recorder. Let me get out of your way. Adam, you need this thing to stop the, you know how to do it? If you need to, you got plenty of battery left, right?
Yeah, I got probably half to 3/4.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. Sorry, guys.
Hey Rob, real quick though, while you're here, have you ever had this go through menus by itself?
No.
So as soon as I got down here, it started squirming through menus that I had to close down, and my fingers were not anywhere near the screen.
Like somebody's touching it.
Yeah, like somebody's touching it and opening up different menus.
Did
And
you ever get that on camera?
No, because he didn't say nothing.
No. But this would record it, right?
No.
No.
Just the image.
Yes.
Well, I
Yes, no, the recorder's running, so the whole screen's covered, so it should see it.
Okay, because I swear to you, my fingers were not on it, but I had to close each of the menus that popped up.
It should see it then. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright,
Holy
what happened?
dude. I just walked out that door and some gal just said, "Hey," in my ear so loud, it just blew my freaking eardrums because I got this thing turned up. Honest to God, I just walked out that door and somebody said, "Hey."
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. That was like right out the door. The whole screen's covered, so it should see it.
Okay. 'Cause
Yep,
I
it should
swear
see
to
it.
you, my fingers were not on it, but I had to close each of the menus that popped up.
It should see it then. Yep.
Okay.
Oh. Holy The whole screen's covered, so it should see it.
Okay. 'Cause
Yep,
I
it should
swear
see
to
it.
you, my fingers were not on it, but I had to close each of the menus that popped up.
It should see it then. Yep.
Okay.
Oh. Holy Holy crap. I was not ready.
Who's out here?
You can talk to us. Did you say hey?
It's out loud. It's gotta be.
It's got to be on record.
Could you stop it and replay it?
Yeah, I could actually.
You can talk to us.
It's got to be on record.
Did you say hey?
It's out loud. It's gotta be.
It's got to be on record.
Could you stop it and replay it?
Yeah, I could actually.
Because Angela saw something right up there.
No, if I stop it now, it's going to go all the way back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
What if we do a live EVP right now?
Let's do it. Yeah, that was just way too loud, guys. I mean, that
Yeah,
shook
there's
me.
no other.
I wasn't ready
for
There's no
that.
neighbors. I don't think.
Let's see if we can get a live EVP.
Okay, I
you
just
hear that?
walked out this door and somebody.
That was a woman's voice. Yep.
Just
Did
now.
you just
And
hear that?
I heard it. I don't hear anything, and I heard that.
I mean, that
Yeah,
shook
there's
me.
no other.
I wasn't ready
There's
for
no
that.
neighbors. I don't think.
Let's see if we can get a live EVP.
Okay, I
you
just
hear that?
walked out this door and somebody.
That was a woman's voice. Yep.
Just now.
Did you just hear
And
that?
I heard it. I don't hear anything, and I heard that one.
Is there somebody out there?
Any neighbors? Across the street?
Woman's voice to the
Okay.
right.
You got to remember, I walked all the way down to that curb, and I asked her. We were looking for the lady, right? And I'm saying, "Are you out here? To, not be afraid. We're here. We're friends. We're here to meet you. Understand who you are." And while we were out there, when we were walking, it almost sounded like there was footsteps walking next to us. I had to stop a couple times. I said, "Stop, man, Todd."
See if you heard him.
Yeah. But there sounded like there was a footstep that was off from ours. Every so often we were out there, and I was asking for the girl to give me a sign stuff. But man, I'm telling you, I walked out here, and that was just like, hey, like she was waiting right by the door for me.
It's a long one.
Placebo.
Placebo.
I wish you wouldn't say it that way. It just sounds wrong.
Yeah.
That I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get startled, but that kind of took my toe on me a little bit.
Yeah.
That was right
Well,
there.
hopefully you got it. If you heard it, it should be on there, right?
It has to be.
It was that loud, yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Is there anybody here with us right now? Can you, Miss, if that was you, the one I was talking to earlier and trying to get your attention down the road? Did you follow us up here? Go ahead and speak in this as loud as you can. Thank you. That's a car. It didn't even.
Record?
Wait a minute. Do it again. Number 3. This is definitely on 3. Wow, my battery's gone down halfway, and I just put new batteries in this before we left. Look at that. This thing will run forever.
Yeah, they do.
These run forever.
Yep.
I just put those batteries in.
Yep.
No, 2 bars.
Wow.
I'm sitting there talking with this running.
Should.
It should run forever.
Did you guys hear the woman's voice over here?
I didn't hear. What was that? What was that in there?
Hello?
What's that?
It's like something threw something in there.
It did.
Yeah. Are you in here? Come over here to the door. Come on, come just run through the door. Right now. Come and join our little party.
I was going to put this back on. Sorry. Come on back.
What was that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to get that startled. Come on back.
You heard that, right?
Just again?
What
Yeah, it
was
was
it?
a woman's voice, like a groan or something to the left.
Okay, I'm going to take my camera and go out
Somebody's
there with
talking
her.
over here.
I'm going to go out there with her. I'm going to take a camera.
Let's hit it.
That's just nuts. I might have opened something up when we
And
were
they're
down that
inside,
road.
right?
That flash, right?
Now it's solid.
Now it's solid.
Yeah.
It was
It must
flashing,
have been a
right?
It was
pause or
flashing.
something.
All right, flare time.
All right, let's walk down and see if we can.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We're out here now.
Go, is that closed?
That door's closed, yes.
Let's do it. Let's put it on. Oh, no wonder I can't hear it.
Oh, somebody just peed on me.
Did you just hear that?
What'd you hear?
Like a.
Literally,
It's not
water
Jamie?
just dropped on my face.
Could be a bird. Bird, bat, I don't know.
Weird. It was like rain.
Is it cold?
Yeah, it was cold
Huh.
and big.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Did you hear?
No.
Did you hear? It's like a moan.
Oh, Mo.
Like a female moan. What's going down? Let's go check it out. Did you hear?
No.
Did you hear? It's like a moan.
Oh, Mo.
Like a female moan. What's going down? Let's go check it out. Rock. You mapping the rock? There's
something moving on it. It looks like something's sitting on the rock and moving.
Twigs from the tree next to it, above the rock. With the branches.
Whatever it is, it's gone now.
Did you
I
hear
don't know. I
that?
think we should go back. I
What'd you
think we're
hear?
getting more back.
heard
into
it.
this.
Look at the Big Dipper.
What you got, buddy?
Look at the Big Dipper. Look how big it is.
Whatever it is, it's gone now.
Did you
I
hear
don't know. I
that?
think we should go back. I think we're getting more back.
Big dipper.
What you got, buddy?
Look at the big dipper. Look how big it is.
Oh yeah.
Huge. Like right on the edge
Where'd
of
you
the
hear it?
landscape.
Wait, where? We were looking.
There's the trail, guys.
Right there.
There's the walk through there.
Oh, right down this way you thought you saw?
What is that?
What happened?
Okay, maybe something was shining on that.
On the rock?
Yeah. Oh no, it was weird. It was low.
Car. I hear it bouncing.
Going to the left.
We'll go over here with Rod and everybody. This one's moving, man.
Yeah, he's coming pretty quick.
Car. I hear it bouncing.
Going to the left.
We'll go over here with Rod and everybody. This one's moving, man.
Yeah, he's coming pretty quick.
I'm gonna stand on this side over here.
Turn my flashlight off.
I'm gonna stand over here. What is that?
Probably some sort of a curse.
Oh, crazy. Look at that.
Voodoo stuff.
Yeah,
All the moths are gonna attack
That's
it.
crazy.
that's it.
It looks like it's like rabbits getting wrapped around there or something.
What is that? Okay.
Well, I heard an owl and a horse. I heard the owl first.
Did you hear the
Oh,
breath?
listen, you're here.
That might
That's
have been
probably
me.
that might have been all of
I'm a
us.
little winded.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't know.
Oh, that's good.
Man,
to breathe through
that
my
horse
mouth,
is
so I don't-
close by, man.
I'm
like,
not
where's that-
breathing bugs.
Where's that horse at?
I don't know.
'Cause that was close.
I think we should all go up and go to the rooms.
Yeah, let's go upstairs and get still air.
Obviously, the activity doesn't matter where we're at.
This one's probably cooler.
Drew, did you, with the camera, like when he was getting the flare of my arm, were you videotaping the flare at all?
Yeah, I was trying to get the flare on there.
Okay.
What'd that say?
The angle was just a little off, but anytime you try to focus on anything, it just blurs it.
Company. They have company now. It's right here.
Yuck.
Oh, that's a grasshopper. Isn't that what we saw upstairs, Adam?
Well, that's what I described it
That's what I'm saying. It looked like a grasshopper, you said?
Oh god, it's off me. Get it off me. Get it off me. Get it
Oh,
It's on your.
I
Wide.
got it.
it was on her
I got it.
Shane. Seems crazy while we're gone.
As soon as we got in that room, it started going off.
Mm-hmm.
Horse breeze coming from all of a sudden. You feel the cold breeze?
What? Where?
It's hot as hell in here, man.
Put your hand right here.
Absolutely. You getting hot? Hey, I can
Dude,
feel
there's a
that.
cold breeze coming. Look, feel it.
Left side, right here.
Feel it.
Yeah.
I feel nothing.
I feel it.
I don't either.
I don't
It's on my
feel
left
nothing.
arm.
It's all over my right arm. Where's this coming from?
I don't know. There's no.
Well, I can't even feel it.
Look, my
I don't
God,
feel
my
it.
whole arm's
That
cold.
Mark, come here.
Feel this.
Now I'm getting it on my right one.
Oh yeah, your arm is cold. It's not just cold sweat, is it?
Oh,
Feel his arm. It is kind of
it's
cold.
it's on my here now. I can feel it here. It's right here. Put your hand there. Do you feel that cold
Oh,
air?
I do.
Where the hell's that coming from?
Oh yeah. I felt it on top of my hand.
What the hell?
There's no vents.
No, there's no.
Feels
vents
like
in
it was
here.
coming from maybe. Oops, sorry.
Live EVP.
Dude, it's cold right here.
That was the very first cold spot I've ever felt in my life.
Right there?
Yeah.
I've never felt one.
Really?
I've never felt one like that
I've got
before.
one on my right elbow right now still. My right elbow is
Wow, I
frozen.
felt that one. It was kind of
Yeah,
cool.
Here, I got it.
I don't this time. I didn't.
Yeah, it felt like there was a brush
It's
of air.
right here. I still feel it. It's right.
I got it on my right side. It's right here.
It's right here.
Yeah.
Grab the key, too.
Holy sh! shit. I'm just gonna stand here and cool down.
Really? Do you feel that cold?
Yeah.
I can feel it.
My arm was cold.
Very.
I thought there was a vent above us.
Yeah.
It's still right here. It's right here. It's like spreading now. It's kind of like a.
Oh, look.
I felt a little bit on top of my hand, but that's it.
There we go. I just stepped into it. I got my whole body.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look.
I just felt it.
K2 was going off just now.
I just felt it to the left.
My whole backside. It's on my backside now. My whole
No, I
backside.
got it. Here it is. Oh, right here. It's blowing on my face right
That was
here.
you with the K2.
No, over there. It was like a woman's voice.
Something just blew on my face right here. Blew on my face. I'm kidding you.
Drew, you getting all this?
Yeah.
Hello? Who's in here?
That is weird.
I know.
Where's this breeze coming from?
I know.
I can
You can
feel
still
it.
feel it?
Yeah. It's all down my left arm. It's right here.
It's hot, man.
Put your hand right there. Jane, put your hand there. Do you feel it?
I don't.
What's that?
Holy shit, it's all around my arm.
That's a loud vibration there.
I know.
Where's this breeze coming from?
I know.
I can
You can
feel
still
it.
feel it?
Yeah. It's all down my left arm. It's right here.
It's hot, man.
Put your hand right there. Jane, put your hand there. Do you feel it?
I don't.
What's that?
Holy shit, it's all around my arm.
That's a loud vibration there.
Well, at first it sounded like a plane was flying overhead.
I don't
You
feel
don't
it.
It sounded like
It's
the
on
garage
my left
was.
side. It's not over here anymore.
No, I feel nothing.
Adam, do you feel
It's
it?
weird.
Not anymore.
Right.
I'm warm now.
Around his arm.
It just went. Hang on. I mean, look at the hairs on my arm. Looks like they're sticking up. Here it is. It's right here. I mean, look at the hairs on my arm. Looks like they're sticking up. Here it is. It's right here.
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel it?
Right here. Yeah.
There we
Feel
go.
it right on my
I got
hand.
it blowing-
Right here.
I got it blowing all over my front now.
It's like if it's blowing and like,
Right. It felt like it
hell
was
is it?
blowing in my face earlier. And now it's, oh my God, it's in my neck.
Okay. Like there's got to be an air. I'm gonna turn my flashlight on. There's got to be.
There has to be a vent or a hole.
yeah, but why would it feel it like,
Why wouldn't it be on full blast because it's hot in here?
yeah. And why would it be moving all over the place? Wow. Yeah, sweat.
Now feel the breeze up here. I think it might have. Did you hear that?
Is that a breath?
It sounded like mom.
It was a guy though.
Yeah.
Now feel the breeze up here. I think it might have. Did you hear that?
Is that a breath?
It sounded like mom.
It was a guy though.
Yeah. It sounded like somebody
It was
said,
in my ear.
Like,
I thought I heard mom.
It was in my ear. Whatever it was.
Right here. There's
Yeah.
something right here. Angela saw a head. We hear things.
I thought I heard like a breath or something like,
It was in my ear.
like,
I thought I heard mom.
It was in my ear. Whatever it
Right
was.
here. There's
Yeah.
something right here. Angela saw a head. We hear things.
I thought I heard like a breath or something like,
Yeah, I mean, just in my ear, that's what I thought I heard. It sounded like my son.
okay, that's the horse out there.
Yeah.
But no, it sounded like right in the stairwell.
Yeah.
I was
See-
coughing, so I did.
Because I
Well,
looked
that would have
back.
been right because I was turning right.
And I looked back
So
when I
am
heard
I.
it.
Sounded like my son.
Okay, that's the horse out there.
Yeah.
But no, it sounded like right in the stairwell.
Yeah.
I was
See-
coughing, so I did.
Because I
Well,
looked
that would have
back.
been right because I was turning right.
And I looked back
So
when I
am
heard
I.
it.
I say we draw it inside. It's all good and draw it inside. Nice breeze right now, huh?
It's all blurry.